it's Kennedy! So since last year I did a what's on my iPhone 6 video, I figured that I would show you what's on my new phone, which is the iPhone 7. So I have my old iPhone 6 right here, it's the space gray one, and then this is the iPhone 7. Now, the obvious differences about them are the color. So the black iPhone no longer comes in like this space gray option. Now you have matte black and jet black. This is the matte black and I love it so much. I think it's so beautiful. Then you have the cameras, and the camera on the iPhone 7 is bigger. The camera quality, by the way, is so good. And then of course the one difference that everyone has been talking about, which is the lack of a headphone jack. Now on the iPhone 7 there's only the lightning cable, and at first I thought that this would bother me so much, but it hasn't bothered me yet. Alright, carrying on, moving on, here is what's on my iPhone. Here is my lock screen. It's just a rainy photo of New York. I'm from New York and I'm so homesick right now, which is why I chose this photo. I just got it off of Pinterest. And then my wallpaper photo is another photo of what I think is New York. It could be another city, who knows, but it reminds me of New York, so I chose it, and I also got it off Pinterest. So on my first page, you have all of the apps that come with the iPhone. The only things that I've added are Google Maps, YouTube, and Gmail down at the bottom, because that is my preferred email server. Then on the next page, the first folder that you see is Utilities. The only app that's in here that didn't come with the iPhone is Remote Mouse. And Remote Mouse is an awesome app. You can control your computer from your phone. And I mainly use this because I do school lectures with the nonprofit that I work with, and I often work with like a PowerPoint presentation. So instead of switching the PowerPoint presentation on the computer, I just do it on my phone. So then I have iMovie, which comes with the iPhone, Netflix, which I probably couldn't live without. I love Netflix. I'm currently binge watching Shameless. I'm on season 3, episode 5. Then I have IMDb. And IMDb, if you don't know, is the Internet Movie Database. Then I have E24. E24 is probably one of my most used apps. I use this to order food. And I'm not going to open it because my address is there. Next to it, I have the Lifestyle folder. And in here I have Uber and Lyft, which I'm sure you know what those are. Amazon, which is literally just Amazon.com in an app. And I have Travel Pirates. Travel Pirates is a really cool app. It's actually a website, but this is the app. It's a really cool website / app for different travel deals. So I love to travel and I love deals. Who doesn't? And I have Kayak, which is what I use to book flights. And there's Yelp. I love Yelp. Before going to a restaurant I've never been to before, I usually look at its reviews. And the last review that I left was for a company called Brooklyn Pizza. The pizza was horrible, and I'm from New York, so I know what a good New York pizza should taste like. And on top of that, the delivery guy literally stole my change. Putting you on blast, Brooklyn Pizza. Then I have Depop. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And this is where you can buy and sell clothes. And there's my education folder. So I have Google Translate, which is very, very handy. I am dating a German guy, and often I want to translate something and I don't know how to say it in German, so I just use this. Then there's Duolingo, and I'm using Duolingo to learn languages. So I'm currently learning German on here. I also have been learning Portuguese, and I have French on here because my family is French. I'm fluent in French, but I don't speak French at home as often as I used to, so I kind of exercise my grammar skills on here to make sure I don't lose my French. Then there's the photo and video folder. The first thing I have is ViscoCam, and this is mainly what I use to edit my photos, especially the ones that go on Instagram. They have some really nice filters on here, and then they have different things that you can do, like adjusting, you know, exposure, brightness, contrast, highlights. Usually I use this A6 filter. Then there's Boomerang. A lot of people use Boomerang. I'm not very good at it. Whenever I make one, they end up looking bad. So like here. See, that's not cute. Then I have Snapseed. I've never used this either. I just downloaded this. This is an app where you can just add things, lens blur. Oh, that's kind of cool. Add grain to your film. Oh, I like that. That's really cool. Ooh, okay. I think I will be using this app. Then I have Pixlr. And this I mainly use, let's just say if I have a picture against a white wall and I want to brighten the wall or something like that, then I can brighten it. They have other things like you can adjust red eye, you can sharpen the photo, blur things out if you need to. And then my finance folder, it just has my banks in it, Venmo, which is to receive and send money to people. Then this I think is probably the most exciting folder, and this is the social media folder. So first I have Twitter. I probably lurk on Twitter more than I actually post, but I do post on Twitter. My Twitter is @KennedyZimmet if you want to follow me. And there's Instagram, which is probably my favorite social media account, and I'm @KennedyZimmet on here as well. And then there's Snapchat, which I love. I think Snapchat is fun. I love it, and I'm KZimmet on Snapchat, so you can just, you know. Then I have Viber. I use Viber to talk to my family in France. Facebook, which is private. WhatsApp, which I also use to talk to family and friends overseas. Then I have TimeHop. TimeHop's a really cool app that tells you what you were up to a year ago on this day, 2 years ago on this day. Yes, that's a photo of Soulja Boy. And I have Pinterest, which again, this, I don't really post on it, as you can see. I mainly just use it to lurk and get inspiration from things. And then there's my music folder. I have Spotify, which I love. I use Spotify to listen to music. I have Spotify Premium, and I think it's great. My name on here is Kennedy Monique. If you want to follow me, I think I have public playlists on here. I'm not sure. And there's Shazam. Then I have Guitar Tuna, and I use this to tune my guitar. And then there is SoundCloud. I have a SoundCloud account, and it's just Kennedy Zimmet, I believe. And last but not least, you got games on your phone? I do got games. I have 2 games. I have this one game called Stack, which is fun, and then I have this other game called Color Switch, and it's just a fun little mindless app to play to pass the time if, you know, I don't know, you're bored or you don't have Wi-Fi or anything like that. Ooh, ooh, yes, 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 ooh, yes, yes. So that's what's on my iPhone 7. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Comment below what your favorite app is because I want to know. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye!